My name is Ashley Davis, and I'm the author of The Secret Lives of Life, Navigating Through Your Emotions to Fully Heal and Forgive. So my grandmother is, she's funny. I mean, she's so funny, y'all. Like, it's so unreal. But she had been taking care of me ever since I was little. So it inspired me because, I mean, she lived to see till I was like 16 years old. And having 16 years with someone that's your grandmother, your only grandmother, is amazing. She was by my side, helping me pick me up, doing everything. She fed me. Oh yeah, she fed me. And she done a lot. She has done a lot for me. And that's why I always appreciate her. If you have a grandma like my grandmother, you're always excited for Thanksgiving and Christmas. It was just, everybody just knew in the family, like, that would just be the most two hype holidays ever. Like, being at Thanksgiving, you know, seeing the whole family, having grandmother cook for us, and catching up with my grandmother was just an amazing experience that I hope a lot of people also experience as well, because having the type of grandmother that actually cooks and actually asks about how things are going, and, you know, want to know a little bit more about your life. And then and then Christmas, we would always do like an exchange. Well, the adults would. The kids would just get gifts. So that was the best time for me. And it was just the smiles on our faces. I wish you guys could like see how happy we used to be, because it felt like we was just one whole family. And it was amazing. I don't know how she kept the family together, honestly, but I love it. I loved it. I loved it. Family is very important to me. I love being close to family. I love doing family activities, because being around family heals whatever I have going on in my life. And it's just so refreshing to be around people that you also love unconditionally. Like, I don't love my cousins and aunties and uncles and grandparents with condition. I love them unconditionally. And when I see them, it is such a fresher breath air. So I just love being around them. I love their energy and I love their spirits. That's why I love being around them, because family is amazing. Like, they're really amazing. I love the energy that they bring. That's why I love to be around them. When I first found out, I was like, really gonna like lose her like in them final days. Like I have to be proud of my emotions, but I was angry. I was angry, and I didn't want to lose my grandmother so like early, but I knew it was just her time to go. But a part of you still is like, but I want more time. I still want her to be here. I want her to see all my other achievements and everything else I have to offer. Why can't she do it, on earth? I want her to see it on earth, like with me holding my hand. And so yeah, I feel like the whole family probably felt that as well. They all wanted to see, have grandma there when they achieve their accomplishments and when they go through life, and they wanted grandma there because, she does support people. She is here. So that's why she was so important, because she does show up and she did care. So it's not like she was a grandmother that didn't care. She loved being there for us, and that's why I love her. What inspired me was because I was a kid that never really expressed how I felt with the grief and the betrayal. So I thought it was a great way to express myself and to let people know out there that they're not alone, because a lot of people out there are losing their parents, their grandparents. So we need to start speaking up more about grief and about loss and about betrayal, because it feels like that's a way that people can start to heal more and we can grow more. Also, I wrote the book because Her death taught me a lot of things that I probably would have never thought of. So I owe all the credit to my grandmother, because after her death, it was just such an eye-opening experience that I had to write about it. I don't see why not. I love my grandmother to death. So, yeah. When everything came about, it shattered my beliefs of what family was. I thought that, a family was supposed to be a big, happy family. But when I started to get betrayed by my grandfather, I realized the reality of what family was representing. So the rest of my family was great in that aspect. But being betrayed by at least one person that you thought was going to be a person that can help you through grief did hurt. But I understood that no matter what I was doing, or no matter how hard I can try, it'll never change. The outcome will never change. And the lesson it taught me was the biggest lesson of my life, which was forgiveness. And I will always thank him for giving me and blessing me with the biggest lesson of forgiveness. I embarked on it because I realized that things were never going to change. So I personally chose forgiveness that I thought was the best for me. And I would say to anyone, choose whatever is best for you, the forgiveness that you choose, because I went through different phases of forgiveness. And that's okay to change your mind on which style of forgiveness to forgive somebody on, or later on change how you forgive. So don't let anyone tell you that you can or can't forgive someone and how to forgive someone. I chose to forgive him by forgiving him and closing that chapter, but I still continue to allow him to be in my life. And but just from a distance. I always will love my granddad, but it can be from a distance. And you can love everybody and all your family from a distance, no matter what you choose to do. But yeah, I chose to love him from a distance, but I definitely healed and closed that chapter of my life. Support by family is everything. Like, it makes or breaks everything in situations. And I was fortunate enough to have a family where we were all grieving together and we wanted to do it together. Like the grandkids, we were affectionate. We was holding hands, going through journeys together and not making anyone feel like they were alone. And my family, my sister, that was my shoulder to cry on, and vice versa. We were there holding each other's hands, literally crying on each other, literally. My parents were amazing. They were going through grief as well. So instead of, arguing and all of this, instead we decided to come together and still try to make a family of what was left. And I think we did a pretty good job, if I must say. When I first came to Vision Public House, I loved that they took the time to actually hear the story that I was promoting, and they saw something in me which was very powerful and very passionate and compassionate. And I love that they took a chance on me. So it was taking a chance on me, and I was taking a chance on them. And the journey has been absolutely amazing. They have guided me through how to do everything. Everything was overwhelming to learn about, but they were always there to help me, guide me through anything that I needed help on, any questions, anything that I needed help on. They were right there, ready to help me ready to help guide me in a better way, or if something didn't look right, they'll say, hey, just add a little something or something, and they'll look perfect. And that's what I love. Anybody that want to write, I tell them do it. Why not? Writing is so therapeutic that once you start to write, it is so relieving, and it's such an incredible journey that you don't even know about. So I say give it a chance, and I say invest, because a book and writing is such a good investment. So the way I tie both of those in is that I have to make light of situations. Working as a legal investigator in domestic violence is not always easy, and it's never been easy, but I have to make light of situations. I never laugh at victims. I really laugh at suspects. And dealing with grief, I had to make light as well. I never laughed at any of the process that my grandmother was going through, but I did tell some jokes when, way before she even had cancer, or when she was trying to say, don't cry at her funeral, when she had somebody singing Amazing Grace. You have to make light of those situations, because if you don't, they start to dwell on you, and then they begin to make you depressed, and you have to get out of that mindset somehow. So instead, I just choose to make light of both of them, and it does impact my writing, because you see a little comedy relief in my book, because it's not going to all be serious, but it's not going to be all jokes either. I want to get to the nitty gritty, and then we can laugh as well. The first and biggest lesson I want people to understand is that they're not alone. Whatever journey that you might be facing or have faced, I promise you're not alone. I encourage people to speak up and speak out, because I was one of those people that wasn't trying to speak up and speak out. And now I feel like it's my chance and it's my opportunity to speak out. So I encourage more people to speak out more. And dealing with grief is a crazy roller coaster. And never let anyone tell you how to grieve and when to get over grief. Because you can be crying 5 years, 10 years. It's no one gives you a guide on how to grieve, like losing someone. And for forgiveness, choose the path that you want to choose, which is you can either forgive somebody and place them in your life, you can forgive them and take them out of your life, or you can just choose not to forgive at all. But never let anyone tell you how to forgive someone, because at the end of the day, it was your journey and it's your choice. Grief is hard. I can't even imagine how other people would feel if they had their grandmother for less or longer, but it's hard. Grief is so unpredictable, and it's a scary, crazy journey. But I would say keep going, keep fighting. They want you to keep going. They want you to still live a life while they're gone, which is terribly hard, but they want you to keep going in this life. So you have to keep going day by day, take it day by day, so that you can start to heal over time. It will not be overnight, and it will not be in a couple of years. So take it day by day and step by step, but I promise you, it won't get, better, but it will start to get better just a little bit. Just to listen though. To follow me and what I would currently be doing, my upcoming projects. Yes, you can follow me on TikTok. You can follow me on YouTube. You can email me, and you can even follow me on Facebook. This has been a blessing and a dream, and can't wait for people to read my book and relate to it and start to heal.